There's no April Fools involved here, but welcome on a full moon, April 1st. Okay, oh, look at this. Wait, let me turn this around. I got my rescue on top. Hey, come here. That's my original guy, Lightning, and that is Lumina. I just got from the rescue pound. Okay, so this is what we got for you. Thumbnail today. The thumbnail today on April 1st, no April Fool's jokes. And it's going to be medication versus education. Now, how much of us are educated? How much of us are getting medicated? Probably a good portion. I don't want to surmise, but what we are is what we eat. So, have you been eating a lot of fast foods? Have you? I know you folks that are in your 20s of experience. You can gobble down all kinds of stuff and say, "Hey, I feel fine. I could eat ice cream, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I feel fine." Yes, you can. But when you get into the experience of like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and on upward, that breakfast, lunch, and dinner better not be ice cream. So what we have is, well, basically, when we know better, we do better. So how many of us have really been informed on nutrition? Not many. Even doctors to this day, they just say, well, let's say, what is percentage? I believe it's, I'm giving a high percentage, by the way. It's 7%, I'm going to say. 7% of the doctors know about nutrition. They don't know anything about, well, 7% know about nutrition. The rest of them know what they've been reading and what they've been taught to be true. And that's where it comes down to, well, let's just say, let's pick number one, cancer. Well, cancer and heart disease, number two. They're two of the top ones, right? And, well, that's what I wanted to discuss real quick. I wanted to go 3 minutes, but maybe I can go 8 minutes on this. More than $1 trillion has been put into the cancer research since 1971. Actually, it was a war on cancer by the National Cancer Act of 1971. And what do we got? Well, that equals out to about, what, 55 years. 55 years now, we still have cancer after $1 trillion has been put into finding the cure. Well, what we also find is as of 2025, there's worldwide over 10 million people that are no longer with us. Go figure. Hey, they're kicking me and I can't have that. So you get that. You get that. Maybe we can go on with the story of cancer. Why has it been cured yet? Well, there's a lot of reasons behind it. I'm just going to say it seems like it might be a little negative, but, well, there's money involved. Over $1 trillion on the war on cancer since 71, 55 years, and nothing's been happening except maybe 10 million people dying in 2025. Not to say how many other people have left us and that have it at this time. So we find that there are some information, education-wise, to where cancer cannot live in vitamin C. Vitamin C is a deterrent. It retards cancer cells. Also, cancer cannot live in a, well, it lives in an acidic body. And what is acidic body's deal? Sugar. Sugar is acidic. And our bodies are pretty much acidic, most people. And that's where it thrives. Now, cancer cannot live in a, what's it called? It's pretty much I cannot think of the name of it. It is water that you drink that is not acidic. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We do know the body does not make vitamin C. The human body does not make vitamin C. It's there's over 4,000 mammals that make vitamin C, but the human genome, our DNA, does not make vitamin C. Well, actually, they say millions of years ago we did make it, but it has been switched off or mutated. Well, who would want to do something like that? I don't know. So what they got going now is, since we have the mapping of the DNA, the whole genome, science is now, as of April 2003, they've got it all mapped out to where they know everything about our DNA. And our DNA is the structure of what we're made of. And it has, well, no vitamin C. We do have the vitamin C, but it's been switched off or mutated. Now what they're going to do in the very future, if not already, is they're going to find an animal. We got 4,000 species of mammals to pick from, and they've already done things with the pig and the human DNA that I've talked about. So it's probably just down the road where we're going to have, we're going to be able to, these 4,000 species that I'm speaking of have the ability to make vitamin C in their kidneys and liver. And that's what they're proposing for mankind down the road, which would also mean that we do not have as many maladies as we do now. But what would that do? That would make hospitals and doctors without a job. So I don't predict it too much down the road. I do know this, that anything that's safer and it's cheaper and it works well, it doesn't make money. And as we well know, there's a lot of commercialism going on this planet right now. It reminds me of like maybe the Star Trek guys. Any of the later Star Treks. The Ferengis, remember the Ferengis? These guys that deal with a lot of fear, and their whole thing is money. I'm kind of feeling that we might be the Ferengis. I got people talking to me here. I'm sorry this is live and I haven't spoken to you. It's 8 minutes. I'm gonna have to go up a little bit. Sienna, hey Sienna, how you doing? And Megalyn, door, it's been cured, just not. Hey, Michelin, I think it's Michelin Dog Outdoor. It has been cured, just not here. That is a very poignant point at this point of who's going to be able to be cured. And hey, Pedro, how you doing, buddy? And you just rambling to yourself or something else. Yeah, Michelin, I'm not rambling to myself. I'm trying to get across You've already said it's been cured, but not here. This is true. But we have had this cure since 1920s. It was a Dr. Reith machine. Please look this up. Vet me on this, please. Because in the 20s, he was given tumor patients and cancer patients and Alzheimer's patients that were terminal. They gave them to the medical field gave it to him in the 20s. Now in the 20s, he had this machine. It's called the Reith machine, and it cured all these 3 ailments that I just spoke of. It shattered them like glass. It shattered them. It's through the Hertz system, which I can't go into right now. I've already done that. But by the 30s, he had so many people being cured that the medical field took it away. You can't have the Reith machine anymore, but yes, you can. California just came up with This machine is miraculous. It's able to shatter cancer cells and tumors and Alzheimer's like glass. Isn't that amazing? Well, they might be under a lawsuit because the Rife family has the rights to it. And they have the machine now. You can go on Google it and find the Dr. Rife machine, and it'll take care of those situations that I just spoke of. Okay, going back to the folks that I've neglected. Let's see, 234 94 34. I am here. Hey, Raymond Paris, how you doing? And Raymond Paris, hi, I'm here. Raymond Paris, you are there, and I am here in Arizona, by the way, at 5:11 p.m. Arizona time. It is April 1st. There's no April jokes here, and it is a full moon. Hope everybody's going to get through this full moon. It's pretty crazy, full moons. I've already gone under that. Hey, Michelin, you seem to be a very wise individual. They've killed cells with auto frequencies. This is what I'm speaking about. Look up the Dr. Rife machine. It's back in the 20s. They took it away in the 30s. You can't have people cured. You can't have people well. You know why? Because you're not going to make any money. And that's what it's all about, money. But is it? I was brought up to understand you get money and you get women, you're going to be happy. I got so many women and I had so much money, I wasn't happy. So then from at 22, I changed the way I was thinking and doing things. And I learned a lot, okay? That's why I'm putting this stuff out there that there's vitamins. It's a vitamin therapy, and it versus the pills. Well, vitamins are pills, but and if you're going to have any vitamins, please don't get them heat treated. Heat treated diminishes the potency. So look for vitamins that have no heat treated. And the pills that you get from the other guys that we're talking about, they may help you, but they'll say you have to stay on them the rest of your life, which is a red flag for Uncle Martin ever since I've heard that. Any pill that you have to stay on the rest of your life, there's money involved. Okay, so we're at 12 minutes. I think I've pretty much hit everything here. It comes down to education versus medication. Just educate yourself. Educate yourself on the level this human body we have will cure itself if you get on the right regimen, which is off all processed foods. Try to stay away from alcohol, drugs, obviously. But if you eat more organic juices and deal with, I would go with wheatgrass if you're really dire and feel your wheatgrass is very high in everything you need. I'll have some on wheatgrass. My dad did have Parkinson's for a while, but we got him on juices and wheatgrass and different way of thinking, and all of a sudden came back to a normal individual. But that would be another topic. Okay, looks like I got some more people talking to me. I don't want to avoid anybody. I'm not dissing you. I was just trying to get a point across. Michelin is a tire company by names pronounced like Great Lakes of Michigan. Michigan, gang, undo, outdoors. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm not pronouncing the whole thing on for you, but I know Michelin Tire Company. Actually, I do have Michelin tires. Okay, Marty Garcia. When trains were getting made, when trains were getting made, were you worried? When trains were being made, was I worried? How could I be worried? I was a qualified brakeman at 18 years of experience on the Jersey Central Railroad in New Jersey. I was throwing cars together back and forth down the alleys, taking them from one place to the other. I took sand trains from Red Bank, New Jersey, up to Scranton, Pennsylvania. I took them back again with coal. Hey, why would I be worried? It was excellent. What a continuous time. After 8 hours, you get time and a half. It was another world back in the 70s. Yeah, I don't know why you came up with that, Marty. Anybody is still with Uncle Martin? Give me a thumbs up or down. Up or down. I don't care. I am concerned. And as far as joining my club, if you want to subscribe to me, if you have something to subscribe to, I will subscribe to you. This is the law of the West. And if you do have something like shorts and stuff, that would be very nice, rather than me being your first subscriber. Okay. Marty, thumbs down. Fantastic. Because it doesn't matter. The algorithms love thumbs up or thumbs down. Even a crummy little comment would be nice. Okay. All jesting aside, and I'm totally serious on that, by the way. I want everybody to be well, God victory, and whatever you do in life, as I was told when I was 10 years of experience with my father, he didn't care what we did, so long as we did it well. And that's what I want to say to you. I don't care what you do, how you do it, so long as you do it well. All right? Michelin, thoughts on Rockefeller? Why'd you bring up Rockefeller? Why'd you have to do that when I was saying goodbye? Oh man, Rockefeller. Do you realize in the 30s the Rockefellers had something to do with our educational system and our school system? Oh man. And plus, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if they, I don't want to be judgmental, but if you look into it, were they going for the light? And that is the choice we all have, to qualify our energy, to misqualify our energy, which is negative. And we all have a free choice. Since we are beings of light here, we are mighty beings of light, that no one has ever told you this. But we have a capacity of, since we only do use 3% of our brain, we have a capacity of doing much more than we are being told. And that's why I was saying in the past episodes how we are limited. We are limited to the extent that we are told we're just a number, we're nothing. There's so many things that we have that are unique than any other person on this planet. And you got to remember, you have something to offer. You hold a balance for everyone on this planet. And it's very important that you keep this in mind. Yeah. Okay, Michelin. And the frequency that music is played at the set of the standard. Okay, Michigan, you're very wise, because it was during the 30s, during Hitler's reign, that they took 432 out, and they brought in 440. 440, if you know anything about music, is now being tuned to our instruments. It goes against the harmony of the human body, the planet, and the universe. I've discussed this in the past, and I might as well bring it up one more time. 432 is what connects us from our subconscious, conscious, and higher self. And this alignment that we need to have is being distorted by 440 and other hertz that throws us off to where our third eye, which is, it's a chakra, it's an energy point, our third eye, which is closed because of these sound waves that we're being bombarded with. And I've talked about that too in the past, but okay. Okay, I think I got all I can say right now. It's 19 minutes. I shouldn't have gone this far because people's retention is like 8 minutes, maybe 3. But whoever is out there, God bless you. Be well, and I don't care. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you subscribe, it would be nice. Until then, be well, God victory. I'll see you soon.